and welcome. Today is Tuesday, November the 12th, the day after Remembrance Day. But today we are moving on. We are looking at the best places in Ontario to visit during the holiday season. We're going to jump right in, so let's look at these little towns. So to make this list, it has to be someplace that I personally have visited before, and I can pass on some information to you about whether or not it is worth the visit. But I think I've compiled a good little list of places that give you that wonderful, warm, festive spirit. So first up on our list is St. Jacobs. St. Jacobs is a Mennonite community. If you are interested in learning more about that community, they do have a museum there. But whether it's visiting all those quaint little stores up and down their main street or running into the farmer's market and getting some handmade items, this should be on the top of your list. Now, if you're visiting during the holiday times, the best times to go would be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. They've got their holiday lights lit and the store is open for that. Make sure you check the website before you do go. You can drink your hot apple cider out by a bonfire. You can go into the farmer's market. You can walk up and down the street and just tour inside some of the unique little stores and cafes. It is a fabulous little place to visit, and you are quite close to Kitchener-Waterloo. So if it doesn't quite fill up your entire day, which it probably will, you can pop on over to a little bit bigger of a place, spend some time there as well. If you are visiting St. Jacobs, you can also hop on that Heritage Holiday Train where you're going to get to visit with Santa and perhaps drink some hot chocolate. So worth the visit up there, especially if you have little ones that want to visit with Santa on the train. It's a fun little adventure to take. Next up on our list, we have Stratford, Ontario. So Stratford is best known for not only Justin Bieber, but also for the plays that they put on there. I have been there during the plays, not during the winter time, but it is a lovely little town. Here you're gonna find just some adorable little shops and cafes that you can visit in and out of. Now, if you're planning your trip to St. Jacob, you may also want to just pop over to Stratford. You can combine them into the same day or weekend. But if you do visit, you're going to know exactly why it is on this list. We have quite a few cute little towns here in Ontario. Moving on, I see a lot of people mention Niagara Falls. A lot of people coming here. I know it is one of the wonders of the world. It is a wonderful place to visit. I've done some hotel tours there. But if you're not interested in the cheesiness of Clifton Hill, you might want to pop over to Niagara-on-the-Lake. It is a beautiful little town that offers horse-drawn carriage rides. The streets are lined with unique stores. There are wineries there, so if you're interested to do a wine tour, it is one of the most fabulous places to go and stay. They do have some historic, iconic hotels there, one of them being the Prince of Wales Hotel. And once you're done your shopping there on the main street of Niagara-on-the-Lake, there is plenty of things to do. You can pop on over to Niagara Falls and do their Festival of Light, which runs right on down past Niagara Falls itself, so you get a view of the falls, but you can also look at all their spectacular light displays. I've got a video of that. I'll link that up there for you, but it's a great drive. They only ask for a donation from your car at the end, so definitely something that we like to check out every year. As well, I will link the hotel tour up for the Hilton, which out in front they do have some fire pits generally set up. If you are choosing to stay there rather than Niagara-on-the-Lake, they're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from each other. But Niagara-on-the-Lake, definitely a beautiful drive and a great place to shop. Next up, we're going to be talking about famous Hallmark towns. So Hallmark movies, if you are into those cheesy Christmas movies that they put out, they're out now. I've already started watching them, but if you're with me on those, there are a few places in Ontario that they do film. One of those places is actually El Monte, which is about 40 minutes away from Ottawa and about 4 hours from the city of Toronto. Now, why are you gonna love it here? There is a very European-esque aesthetic going on here. Lots of quaint buildings and little shops and cafes. That is really what this whole list is about, is where you can find the best little shops and cafes. Now, if you are on your way to Ottawa for any reason at all, Ottawa is a fantastic place to visit in the wintertime. They do have skating on the canal, weather permitting. As well, they offer Christmas markets, and last time we were there, we managed to walk down and see some of the ice sculptures while we were there. You could do one of the many snowshoeing trails that is available in Gatineau Park. So plenty to do over there in Ottawa. Now next up on the list, we have one of the bigger places, which is Kingston, Ontario. And Kingston is actually a city. Now my mom and I actually just drove through Kingston on our way to the Thousand Islands recently. We stayed in Gananoque, which is a beautiful little town to visit, particularly in the summer if you want to go to the Bolt Castle there or take a helicopter tour to look around the islands. It's fantastic. Popping into Kingston during the winter. We've been there for skating, which is down by the waterfront. It is just a fantastic city to visit. University city, so quite a few students there, but also they'll have their downtown all lit up and Candy Cane Lane for you to walk through. So great little spot to visit. We ended up popping into the keg there just along the waterfront as well, and not too far from the skating that we did. So a lot of fun. And not too far outside of Toronto, much closer than Ottawa. So if you're looking to get your bigger city fix in here, but not interested in being in Toronto, Kingston might be the place for you. Now let's talk about the big old city of Toronto. There is so much to do in Toronto that I didn't really include it on the list just because we're talking small towns, you know, that place that you get that Christmas feeling from, little small town vibe where you can wander in and out of the stores. Port Perry's another great one to check out, but not too far outside of Toronto as well. There's so many wonderful places to visit in Ontario, quaint little villages. We have quite a few historic buildings and a lot of things to see and do here. But if you are in the city, you might want to check out skating at Nathan Phillips Square. You might want to stay in and around the Eaton Centre and do some of your Christmas shopping there as well. They've got the gigantic tree there and you can wander outside and check out their store windows that are set up. They're not as great as they used to be. I was down there last year. I'll put that video up, but still something to see, especially if you're going to be skating there at Nathan Phillips Square. As well, we were able to go to Castle Loma last year. That was a great deal of fun. They have their holiday set up. If you're heading out to Canada's Wonderland, I'll link all of these videos for you because we have done quite a few of them, but Canada's Wonderland has their Winterfest on where you can pay to do additional skating, but also your ticket will get you in. Mostly it's just a magical, lit up, wonderful place to be during the winter. They had some of those igloos, those domes, so that you could rent those out if you were interested. They were quite costly, but might be worth it if you've got a group of people going. As well, you might want to take a stop at the Distillery District. That opens in 2 days and it will run until December 22nd. It is free to visit during the week, but during the weekends you will need to pay an admission to get in. Lots of Christmas shopping available there, big beautiful tree, and that will also give you your festive feelings. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and like and subscribe. You know the deal. Otherwise, we will see you guys all in the next video.